Hi, Vol. How are you? You're doing? How are you doing? Gonna do snooze in maybe an hour? Hell yeah. Oh, is it really hotted where you are, Vol? It's so hotted here. You wish it was hotter? It's real toasty here, so. Oh, neither do I. It's only gonna get hotter, dude. Hold on, let me convert 20 to freedom units. 20, yeah, I like 20. 20 is good. Yeah, it's going to be it's gonna be 38 here on Thursday, so I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna have a great time on Thursday. It's okay, I have air conditioning in my window unit, so I will cope. You look like a melted cheese toasty. Yeah, as you should. Still look cute. Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom and then we will continue working on Big Monster Boy's tail. Oh, very easily hot enough for that, dude. Easily hot enough for that. I'm also gonna get more water and maybe put an ice cube in it. Wow, 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 wow. Hey, Lightning. Oh, wow, wow. You guys want to know something really funny? So every year, the town sends out a document that shows the like schedule for recycling pickups. And last year was the first year that I didn't just like throw it away, like I actually opened it and put it on the fridge. And after looking at it for a bit last year, I noticed that like something that's really funny is on the graphic, like on the poster, they have a bunch of icons of like plastic bags, you do this, paper bags, you do this, bottles, you do this, and there's like icons of these things, right? And there's like text underneath them. And then I looked at like and like I looked at them closer, and like 80% of these little like icons with text underneath them, the graphic that they have doesn't have a transparent background, but it's all white with black lines. So if like and the text is in black. So you'll like look at this like little part of the graphic where it'll be like a graphic of a bottle and then text underneath it. And they're all in these little like square cutouts like going from left to right. But you'll see that the picture of the like the fucking clip art of the bottle that they're using or whatever had a white background, not a transparent background. So like it'll have text and the text will just have like a square cutout of like where the like clip art of the bottle is. And I'm like, dude, that's fucking so funny. This gets sent out to the entire town. I got the one for this year today, and it still has that, dude. It's been a year. Nobody looked at it. Nobody fucking bothered. Holy shit. Oh, fuck. So fucking funny, dude. OMG, the graphic design. Yeah, the new one, right? The new one fucking has it too. It's so funny. Oh my god, it's so funny. I fail to see a problem. Looks fine to me. Oh. Also, Riot has inspired today's music. We're gonna listen to the Halo 3 ODST soundtrack. Oh, you don't know what I'm describing as wrong? Okay, I will replicate it for you right now. All right? I will replicate for you what is wrong. Okay. All right. So this is our picture of a paper bag. Okay. This is our little clip art. All right. And then we've got to have our white background. Then we've got our black text for uh make it black. Paper bags go in recycling, Vol. You gotta really put them in the recycling can. It's really important, and it helps us not put as much trash everywhere and stuff. So we've got like a bunch of these, right? And they're like they're in like a grid system, okay? So you've got like or wah, 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 and there's like a bunch of squares that all like have this. Uh but the problem is they like looked online and they got like a clip art of like the picture of the thing that they want, and they're like, okay, let me just resize it so it fits in this square. And perfect. All right, ship it. It's done. Ship it. So the entire fucking like document has this going on. We love using JPEGs. Yeah, where it's like, okay, you got a picture of the image, you got it to be black and white, like it's just an outline, it's black lines. So you found a picture that sort of matches your like white paper background, black text style. But you need something with a transparent background, bestie, because then they just like put it in there and they're like, all right, next one. And then like the best part is that like they will fucking this is for like every single fucking like every single square has this exact problem. Just sort the text on top, right? You would think. It's so funny. So yeah, that showed up today, and I find it very entertaining. Even I know what send to back does. Well, these people don't. Alas. Oh. Hanu, when are you gonna give me a soundtrack to play on stream? I think it's your turn next. Oh. What game soundtrack are we gonna listen to for Hanu's turn? I now understand the problem. You're welcome. I've taught you. I've informed this Surgakuga. Hi Burb, how are you? Surgakuga is now informed. Your brain full of knowledge. So full of knowledge, mostly full of uh improper thoughts about Red 13. Has to be a game soundtrack, Gran Turismo 3. It could be like a movie soundtrack. It just has to be something without ideally something without lyrics, because if it's something with lyrics and I've not heard it before, my brain will be like, okay, time to exclusively process lyrics and stop being able to think about art. Oh gosh, you're so right. Yeah, so if you draw a picture of the vole, so you've got like the vole head shape, right? Which is if you take the ears off, this is the vole head shape, and then you've got the vole brain. Zoom, enhance the vole brain. Like this part of the brain, like this much of it, that's thinking about Red 13. Uh this other part stores Pokemon facts, and then you've got like a little tiny bit left over for everything else. Hey Snowy, what's up? How's it going, gamer? You're quite good? Fuck yeah, Burb. What's got you quite good? Can I hear about it? What's on your mind? How are you doing, Snowy? How's your Monday? At the gym right now. Fuck yeah. What kind of exercises are we doing? I'm gonna do some hand stretches. Speaking of exercise. Oh, guys, I get to have ice cream later. I'm excited. Anu went out to buy groceries today and got upsold on buying a fuck ton of ice cream. That was a little large for my brain size, but the ratio is mostly accurate. Yeah. The large majority of the brain is kept reserved for thinking about Red 13's redacted. And then we've got a lot of space up there for Pokemon knowledge and probably Final Fantasy mobile game knowledge. And then everything else has to fit into the space that remains. Big Ice Cream got you with their special math. They sure did. Gar, did you tell the story about the couch yet? You mean bringing it inside? The struggle of bringing it inside? Is that the story about the couch? Yeah, no, I have not. It was all right. So Hanu has furniture, and they just moved in, so it all arrived in this big moving pod, and we had to get it all inside. And the hardest piece by far was this big fucking couch, which was wrapped in fucking like saran wrap, like just plastic wrap, and it was a fucking toasty, humid day. Thank you for the follow, gamer. It was a toasty, humid day, which meant that all handholds on this fucking like saran wrap wrapped couch were fucking impossible, because it was like, first of all, the couch is couch shaped, right? So you've got like standard couch sort of shape, right? Uh with like the armrests and all, and like etc. You've got the cushions, whatever. But the problem is there's like saran wrap. So like saran wrap is going in like a triangle around like fucking everything. We have basically, you've got like a pyramid essentially. We've got like a three-dimensional triangle. I don't even know what I don't know what the couch looks like. We should do that when you have time. Thanks for the follow, Kobodal, by the way. Um, I only know what the wrapped version is. That's true, because it's wrapped in like a fabric, some sort of like protect it while it's traveling sort of wrapper, I guess. Which, by the way, as part of trying to get a handhold on this thing, Hanu fucking shredded through that and literally just tore off a strip of fabric. And I thought that was like part of the couch. And I was like, well, I'm glad you did that and not me, because I would have been like, I would have felt really bad if I just fucking ripped part of your couch off. It's gonna make that squeaky noise. It didn't make any, well, I guess it makes the noise when you like tear through it. But yeah, it was like try and hold onto plastic with sweaty hands. There is nothing you can grip. And it like doesn't fucking fit through the doorway. It was such a hard time. We got it in through much toil and effort. But wow, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like when you're designing a couch, when you're designing furniture in general, just make it be able to be like disassembled. Like it cannot be that hard to like make there be some level of accessibility to pieces that could come apart. Like it can't be that impossible. Just do it. Cuz like ideally if it's indoor furniture, that means it has to go indoor. That's what the indoor furniture part means. Indoor. It has to go through the door. And it feels like so many pieces of furniture. I was like, did anybody think about like this has to fit through the standard sized door or we're fucked? Nobody ever fucking thinks about that shit. It fit through the door, just not the side one. Yeah, it fit through a door, barely. After much toil. Guys, I want to make Hanu play more board games. I want to make Hanu play Scythe. Did you tilt it up on its side? We tilted it and rotated it every fucking which way. We had to do so much lifting, so many heavy things were schmooved. I want to play Castle Tusky again because I don't remember it. Yeah, it's just better Catan. It's cool. And also the art is way prettier. Oh, I'm gonna tilt you on your side and wiggle you, Vol. Fit you through the door. Just you wait.
Mushrooms.
Oh, hi Kai. If it isn't Kyber, the art wyvern of all time. Did you say Scythe? Is that the board game with the mechs? It is. Very cool. Hello, wyvern of all time. How are you doing, art wyvern? Have you guys been to Kyber.art lately?
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty
Hanu
is
with the gift sub.
appreciated.
Hi. Thank you, Hanu. Wow. You're trying to remember the name of the game a few weeks ago and I just couldn't. It's very cool. I like Scythe a lot. Scythe is very fun. But unfortunately, Scythe is one of the games that I have a hard time getting to teach to people unless I have a group of new players. Because one of the things that, so it falls into the category of board games that I like to, I don't have a crisp name for it yet. I'll have to think up a name for this category. But it's a category of board games where this board game is best taught with a full group of new players, because the first time you play it, you're gonna fucking suck and you're gonna fuck a lot of shit up irreversibly, and it's going to affect the quality of the rest of the match for you, because that's just how learning works. Like by turn 8 or 9, you're gonna realize that if you had acted differently in turns 1 through 8, you could have produced some sort of effect that would exponentially have improved your position, because each turn you could have done way more shit that you weren't doing, and now you are so far behind what your potential was that you just feel stupid. It is that exact sort of game where it's like, okay, game 2, game 3, you're gonna play way better than game 1. So I like teaching it to full groups of new people, so it's never like somebody knows exactly what's going on. because when you have only like one new person at the table and everybody else has played before, that new person is gonna get fucking rolled. Because you're basically making that. Yeah, Scythe is sick. This looks cool, but it goes way over my head. Scythe is not crazy like on a scale of complexity. In my opinion, my scale goes from Go Fish to Twilight Imperium. Go Fish being a 1 on the complexity, being very low complexity. Twilight Imperium being a 10. If you don't know what Twilight Imperium is, irrelevant. Just think of it's very complicated. That like very, very complicated board game. Scythe, I would probably only sit at like a 6 maybe. Like it looks complicated on the surface, but like the majority of it comes down to personal strategy. What you actually have to understand to be able to play is not crazy complicated. Hi Shen, how are you? Tossed ideas out there and did a lot of the presentation. Gotcha. Sculpting. Hell yeah. Are you having a good time? Have you had a good Shmonday? But yeah, I fucking love board games. I was telling Hanu about Dead of Winter, which is also a board game I really want to play, and Hanu brought up the Thing board game. I don't own that one, but I should get it because that's like that's just such a fun board game. And he's like, hey, hope yours is going okay too. It's been pretty decent. I opened commission forms. Got a couple responses so far. Hoping to get some more. Gonna work on some more commission related shenanigans later tonight. Haven't played a board game in a long time. Just come over, Vol. I will play a board game with you. I really like board games. If that was not clear. You don't own any board games? Any good board games? Well, if you ever need recommendations, I got the hookup for you. Oh. I'm not looking forward to it being hot later this week. Especially because the room that I sleep in now does not have air conditioning, but I should be able to survive. Worst case scenario, I will just sleep in this room with the AC on. Isaac Afton. Thanks for the follow, gamer. What's up? Welcome on in. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good Monday. Meet my local gar in a back alley for board games. Hell yeah. Purple guy. What soundtrack is this? It sounds like a Guild Wars 2. It's Halo 3 ODST. You're not sure you enjoy board games that much? I suppose it's because I've never had anyone good to play with. Sorry, I read purple guy out of chat. I don't actually know what that means. ODST, great music, terrible Halo game? What do you mean? I don't think it's a terrible Halo game. I think it's great for like lore immersion and if you read the books. It's a FNAF reference. Yeah, I don't know shit about that. Hi Sin, how are you? How's your Monday? It's because you never had anyone good to play with. Vol, I think a lot of people's experience in board games is usually colored by what board game they played and who they played with, which like, yeah, what other factors are there? But like, I genuinely think a lot of people who are like, I don't like board games, it's probably because they played a board game that wasn't very good and they played it with a bunch of people who aren't fun to play board games with. One of the things that I very much like to emphasize when it comes to board games or card games is that like how you play matters and like the tone and atmosphere of how you play matters. If you're just like, oh, well, you just don't like the game, It's not me. It's like there are a lot of people who it's like, no, your attitude is the reason why this board game's not fun. It has nothing to do with the board game. The board game's great. Is channeling my draw a bit. How's your day? It's been pretty decent. I slept sorta away, but I will survive. I did some good work before stream, got a commission form up. I reached out to some dentist places. They still have not successfully gotten that scheduled. Ate food. Doing okay for myself today. Game of Life, Go for Broke, Mousetrap. I've only played a few and those were okay. These are all pretty bad games, unfortunately, Vol. In terms of quality, if it was a like 1 to 10 scale for quality, those are all below 5 in my opinion, like below average. Some of them are pretty much just what I would put at like a 2, maybe a 1. You never had like good ones? Yeah, there were honestly, the farther back you go in time, there are just a lot of really old bad board games because like modern board games just have better game design as a result of like knowing what things do or don't work in game design. So like I feel like that's another thing for board games. Like a lot of people's opinions on board games are based off of like they played some fucking ancient ass board game, and it's like, yeah, a lot of the really old board games are just dog shit compared to more modern ones. My favorite example is Catan, where it's just like Settlers of Catan is just not a very well designed board game. And there are a lot of other board games that can give you the same sort of gameplay loop that you might enjoy from Catan, but just are better games. Like they're just designed fundamentally better. Awaga. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I just like playing with fucking little miniatures and little fucking pieces of plastic and wood and moving them around and I don't know, cards. All of this for some reason like kinesthetically is very, very satisfying to me. I think that's a big part of why I like board games. What about local multiplayer games? Like video games? I have a good number of those. I've not played any in a hot minute. What's your favorite local multiplayer game, Hano? When you gotta refer to the rule book to make sure you're not cheating if something feels too broken. I think referring to the rule book in general is a good thing. I also think if you're trying to teach a board game, you should be pretty experienced with it and ideally like practice your pitch. There's nothing worse than somebody who teaches a board game and like just fucks it up and constantly has to be like, oh no, like the opposite of that. Or don't actually do that at all. And then blah blah blah. When it's this part of your turn, do this, and then when it's this part of your turn, do that, and then you can do this. But are actually like reverse the orders of those. It's the other one first. Anyways, and then this one, like I've had people teach a board game where it's like every like sentence or two, they'd be like actually disregard that, and then like 2 sentences later, they'd be like, but the reverse order, and it's like. Dude, you cannot expect me to retain this information and then also like resort it in my brain because you fucked up the presentation order. Ticket to Ride? Ticket to Ride is a pretty good board game. I would rate it in difficulty level. It's like maybe a 2. 2 or 3 slightly above Go Fish, you can teach it to like a 6-year-old. Almost too much for your brain. Oh no. Okay, well, I'm sorry I just compared it to something you could teach a 6-year-old. Ticket to Ride is not. Maybe whoever taught it to you wasn't teaching it very well, but there is you can do complicated strategy in Ticket to Ride, but the actual like what you're allowed to do is not that complicated. Like the actual mechanics of playing you can teach pretty easily. My favorite local multiplayer. I've never played Samurai Gun. I don't even know what that is, Hanu, so we'll have to play that. Local multiplayer game was when Artifact first came out. Me and multiple friends got together, physically played with each other on our laptop by playing Artifact. Yeah, sad. Well, now you know my skill level. Dude, I'll put you on the anime training arc, okay? Your brain's gonna get so big so fast. And I'm sure even as your brain expands, the proportional space reserved for thinking about Red 13 will remain the same size. I love spooky ambient sounds while I draw bones on my fucked up monster creature. What more could you want, to be honest? Why must you bully me so? How else are you gonna get to play the most complicated of all board games with me? I have to level you up. It's okay, I'll put the goofy little XP share helmet on your head when I'm teaching Hanu stuff. So you can absorb passively. Strap you into the little XP share helmet. The fucking XP. Has anybody ever actually drawn their Pokemon wearing that? Like, that's gotta look so silly. I'm sure somebody somewhere has, but like the XP share actually on a Pokemon's head would look so silly. You always thought it was a collar? No, it definitely goes on your head. 100% goes on your head. They're not teaching your neck stuff. It has to go into their brain. Put it on their head. Cone of Shame 5. No, Cone of Learning. Gonna make you smarter. Gonna make your brain even huger. How to teach a TM in the old games. Just mash a CD drive against the cranium. Yeah. Here, Vol, eat this CD and your brain will get so big. Oh. Oh, you know, it's a good question. I was talking to Hanu and Riot about this on our walkies earlier. What is your guys' most common recurring dream if you have any? Do you have a recurring dream where it's like, or any recurring like things in your dreams? Like you always end up in your fucking high school or something. Like one of my recurring dreams is always just fucking my parents taking me on vacation somewhere stupid because I got so stressed out by that constantly as a kid because it'd be like, "Oh, we have a 2 week break from school and all of my friends are going to uh fucking hang out together and do sleepovers and play fucking video games all day and eat Doritos." Uh, but no, I get to go on quote unquote vacation to like New Hampshire or Maine or something, and I'm gonna get to sit in an unair conditioned house looking after my little sister and the small children of my parents' friends who they're bringing out on this little trip, and they're gonna go sit on a little like lakeside beach and get drunk while I have to babysit for 2 weeks. Yay! What a vacation! Yay! And there's also gonna be no internet. Yay! And that's like always my fucking like most recurring thing in my dreams is just getting super stressed out and being like, I don't want to fucking go. Because I remember like having like fighting my parents on that, even as like just a little kid, where I was just like, just fucking leave me home, please, dear God. And they're like, you're too young to be left home for 2 weeks. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to fucking go, dude. I don't want to go. It's gonna be miserable. That's so honestly. Also, hi Corvus, how are you? Still to this day, the fastest way to like make me fucking pissed off and not even pissed, just like fucking go insane is to put me somewhere and make me feel like I'm wasting time. I hate, viscerally fucking hate the sensation of feeling like I'm wasting time. Like, oh, aug, aug, it's so fucking like stress inducing. Aug. The feeling of being like trapped, being bored as out of your fucking mind, like counting the minutes. And the worst part is it was always for weeks, dude. It was always for fucking weeks at a time. That's why I hated it so much. Because it was like, yeah, let's go on this vacation trip. Haha, you're going to be stuck here doing jack shit for weeks. It's been a while since you managed to remember dreams. You often dream about oversleeping and missing work. Oh, hate that. I've also had I've many times had the dream of like, oh my god, it's the end of the semester and there's a class that I never went to. I'm gonna fail. Oh, and then like somewhere in the middle of the dream, I end up remembering like, wait, I already graduated college and have my degree. What am I doing here? And then I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I'm asleep. And that's usually when I wake up. Why the fuck do we have that dream? I don't know. But I've had it multiple times before. It's fucked up. It's stressful. Not as stressful as the you're gonna spend 2 weeks doing jack shit dream. Like, I don't know about you guys, but like I hold so much resentment towards my parents for those trips still. Like those did so much psychic damage to little Gar. You should know how to lucid dream. I've lucid dreamed a couple times. There's a time in middle school and high school when one of my friends got really into it, so I started like doing all the journaling and stuff that's required to like get into that. It's a lot of work. You can learn though. All right, guys. You're making a sandwich, like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. How are you cutting it? Are you cutting it like vertically in half? Do you do the like triangle shape? You have a little heart. Do you have a little heart stamp cutout thing? You cut the crust off. What is your optimal PB and J route? Do you not cut it at all? Your grandma used to cut it into squares. Interesting. In half then half again. No cuts on the Sammy. All right. I don't really cut sandwiches either, so I think I used to. I don't anymore. There was once a time when my sandwiches were cut, but no longer. Those days are behind us. Okay, but let me ask you, right? Let's say you're prepping this sandwich for just a little guy. Like, let's say you're prepping it for your fucking your tiniest little OC Kismet. They're the smallest one, right? What if you had to give your tiny little guy a sandwich? Would you cut it? Oh, my head hurts. Why does your head hurt? Is thinking about cutting Kismet's sandwich hurt your brain? Oh, your heart hurts, not your head. Sorry. Okay, but that, yeah, you have to answer the question. How do you cut up Kismet's sandwich? Oh, my darling baby. Yeah, if you were packing a little lunch for Kismet, how are you cutting up your little tiny OC's sandwich? I'm gonna cry. Yeah, you're gonna cry thinking about cutting up a little sandwich for your little guy. I think a diagonal cut, yeah. Are you gonna put a little sticky note in their lunch that says I love you? Stop. Sobbing in the club right now. Riot is the like meme of the picture in the corner, but they're crying. They're like, they don't know that I'm headcanoning putting a sticky note in my OC's packed lunch right now. Oh. Yeah, I never minded crust, but there is definitely a distinctly different like vibe if your sandwich doesn't have crust. It's definitely a different vibe overall. Eat pizza crust, your hair grows faster? Wow. Did that make you want to eat it or not want to eat it? Do you guys remember? I think that made me want to eat all pizza crust ever. Do you guys remember any like distinct lies that you were told, or like things that you believed that you later found out to be completely false? Do you have any memories of stuff like that? I remember watching the SpongeBob episode about Opposite Day, uh, where Squidward like scams fucking SpongeBob into believing that Opposite Day is a holiday. Uh, that worked on me. Like I was like, oh my god, that sounds so fun and silly. Little like 5-year-old Gar like asks their parent like, uh, I was like, when's opposite day? That sounds so fun. Why have I've been alive for 5 years? Why have I never heard of this until just now? And then they're like, no, that was Squidward making up a scam to like get SpongeBob to leave him the fuck alone. And I'm like, what? SpongeBob lied to me? Yeah, Squidward made that up to be like, yeah, SpongeBob, it's opposite day, so instead of harassing me today, you have to do the opposite and fucking go away. And I was like, and then the rest of the episode is just SpongeBob doing opposite day shit, and I'm like, this is great. When is opposite day? It worked on SpongeBob and it worked on Little Gar too. I was like, great. What's opposite day? That sounds like so much fun. Did it work on Little Riot too? We both go on the stupid corner. What about Leif Erikson Day? Wait, is opposite day not real? No! Not all of us. Not all of us falling for the grift. The Squidward grift. We're all fucking stupid. No! Oh. Did you guys have anything? Your mom said if you don't eat crust, you get curly hair. Okay, did anybody else have like weird lies from their parents? Oh, I have a really sad, like dark one. Do you want to hear my like really sad, fucked up, like I had a really shitty mom one? In terms of like a little like lies. I remember like every so often, my so white grape juice is like a type of like super fucking sugary juice that I just loved a fuck ton as a kid. Um, and I remember every so often it would taste really weird and bad. And my mom used to just be like, "Oh, it tastes bad because you brushed your teeth recently." Uh, and I was just like, "Okay, so white grape juice has like some crazy reaction with like when you brush your teeth." And that made me like very like stressed out about like brushing my teeth because I was like, "Well, I don't want it to fuck up my white grape juice." But what it actually was is on days where my mom didn't want to deal with me, she would put a fuck ton of sleeping powder into into juice and then be like, "Here you go, little Gar. Drink this." And I'd be like, "Why does it taste bad?" And she'd be like, "Oh, I guess you brushed your teeth recently." And she'd be like, "Wow, you look tired. Let's go take a nap." So as it turns out, white grape juice actually doesn't have anything to do with like toothpaste. Jail. Ah, yeah. So I there was a long period of time where I was like, "Oh yeah, did you guys know white grape juice when like it interacts with toothpaste, it makes it taste really shitty?" Don't worry, Vol. That ranks among the like not very bad things that my fucking mom did. That's in the like pretty normal tier. One day, Vol, I will tell you of my edgy anime protagonist dark backstory. I don't know if I wanna. You don't want to know the Gar lore? That's okay. All you need to know is I'm here right now and I'm drawing bones. Not if it's gonna make you ball. I mean, it probably would. Oh, we've got weird, mysterious rattling in our soundtrack. Wow. Nobody else remembers any funny little lies. Oh, you want to know another thing that was like fucked up? I remember one of the lines I remember being told that I remember she got. I'm pretty sure her ass got fucking fired. Uh, there was a teacher's aide who would also act as a lunch lady. And by no, but like not like lunch lady as in she served food. She was just like a teacher's aide who would do the like lunch duty of like make sure, I don't know, the kids don't fucking go like do stupid psycho shit. So she'd just be like walking around between the tables or whatever. And I remember that she like told a bunch of the kids, me included, that like one of the rules was that she had to like check to make sure our food was safe by just like taking some of anything that she wanted whenever she wanted. So you'd have like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and she'd be like, "Oh, well, I got to test that." And she'd like take a bite, or you'd have like a little bag of like pretzels and she'd be like, "Well, gotta test those." And I think she did it enough that eventually like a bunch of fucking kids' parents like complained about it, where they're like, "My kid keeps coming home hungry and I keep asking them like why." And they're like, "Well, I didn't get to eat my lunch." And I'm like, "Why?" And they're like, "Well, the lunch lady rules. She had to make sure it was okay." And they're like, "What does that mean, small child?" And they're like, "Well, the lunch lady, the like teacher's assistant, she has to test things to make sure they're okay. So she ate my fucking lunch." And I'm like, reflecting back on that, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Imagine being an adult and you like tell all of these fucking like little elementary school children, like, "Yep, well, part of my job is to make sure your food is safe. So, oh, you have fruit gushers and you have fruit gummy, and I feel like I want some fruit gummy. Well, part of the rules is I what can I do? I gotta make sure that it's safe." So hand them over. And then just like one day she just like up and wasn't there anymore. And I swear to God, it had to have been that shit where they're just like, "Ma'am, why did we receive like 10 different complaint calls that you're fucking eating the kids' lunches and that you're telling them that it's like a rule that they have to like let it happen?" Oh, I think that's how it happened, Vol. Is like a bunch of kids started being like, "No, fuck you. This rule sucks." What a psychopath. It's genuinely fucking psychopath behavior, dude. Like, dude, get your own lunch. Are you what are they paying you that you're having to steal fucking food from little kids? Christ. Don't settle for less, fight for more. Dude, Riot, put that in the quotes of the Discord server. That's a Vol quote moment. Put that in quotes. You enter the nap realm. Have a good nap, Ice. Heart emoji. Oh. It's been a whole hour already. Where does it go? It goes to talking about stories. Story time. Time for Vol to bed. Yeah, go bed. Heart emoji, Vol. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a good eep G well. Have a good snooze. I love sculpting normals, but hate baking them. What do you mean sculpting normals? What does that mean? Oh, just like doing stuff on a multi-res modifier or something? Yeah, yep. See, I knew. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that yet. I've always just shrink wrapped the high res mesh or shrink wrapped the low res mesh to the high res mesh with the multi res modifier. I don't think I've ever done it in the order of like make the low res version and then sculpt higher res on the modifier. And then waiting because PC shit. That's what the second PC is for, baby. Get yourself a Jeff Bezos funded second PC. Really fun to sculpt muscles and stuff. I just do that on the high res. Like I do the whole sculpt until it's like perfect and then I optimize. I'll keep that in mind though. You bake it into a normal map though? Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll have the like crazy high res model and then I will retopo it. And then I've got the low res copy. And then I put a multi-res modifier onto the low res copy, crank it a fuck ton. Like 5 gajillion billion subdivisions. And then I add and then apply a shrink wrap modifier, which just like suctions the low res multi-res modifier to the high res. But it's all still non-destructive because it's all still like just being done with the multi-res. And then I just bake that. That's how Morgus taught me how to do it. Except you don't shrink wrap. Yeah. You're just doing like the actual sculpting on the multi-res. I get you. I get you. How many fucking tail pieces? Alright, we're like a quarter of the way there. Got such a fucking Mondo tail, dude. What can be done? It's all worth it in the pursuit of big chonky tail. Did anybody ever link Kyber.art? Somebody link Kyber.art. Go to Kyber.art. Also go to Hanu.art. Oh, okay. I'm going to try and say your name right. Rion makes me want to say Rion. Averi makes me want to say Avery. So I'm going to go for Averion. Am I right? Am I close? How's it going, gamer? What's up? Kinda? Damn it. Alright, can you help me? Hook me up. Which part did I fuck up? Is it Ryan instead of Rion? Or none of the above? I don't know. Just Ave? Like AVE as in like have, Ave. Sorry, I say phonetic, but I usually mean like put it like other words around it. I never know what the fucking like little like letters mean. I am not a knower. I still don't know what any of these little symbols mean. But I always am like, yeah, phonetic it out. I usually mean like spell it out with a bunch of vowels. Like when people ask me how to say mine, I'm just like, all right, so gar, you gotta go like the pirate arg, arg. The R, that's the R for gar, and then E for the I, and then U is just you. All right, so Ave. My Did I already forget? I hope I didn't fuck it up. I'll try my best to remember. But yeah, if I ever fuck it up again, just you go up with the A. Might mean my tiny brain trying to process. You got to just type it out as like noises. Type it out in guttural grunt noises with lots of emphasis with extra letters to help. So like the way I like that's like ah, I'd put a H to help me. I would put like a Y, like a. What other noises does A make? We got got A. Okay, Rion. I can remember. All right, so it's the av. All right, so for the VE, should I do like VEH, like ve? Or is it just like it's not emphasized? It's like Avrion, or is it Averion? I should do the H. So Averion. Do I got it? Am I right now? Averion? All right. Great. Now you know how to help me when I imminently forget in like a day. Now you know the shortcut to getting me to actually say it right. Hey, you know what? It's worth it. I like saying people's names right. I think it is worth it. It's hard to do over text. Hell yeah. Anyways, welcome on in, gamer. What has brought you to the funny little dragon zone? How'd you end up here? I would love to know if you want to tell me. Oh wow. I'm gonna do some stretches. Oh. Oh. Ah. All right, we're close. We're close. And I gotta draw the stuff between them and also all the fucking details. Oh boy, the details are gonna take so long. Aug. That's okay. Good luck. I've done it once before. I really gotta reuse that other one as a base. Cause I think my main problem with the reason why I don't make a lot of money off of adopts is because I gotta reuse stuff as bases. That would help a lot. Where is Was it in 2023? I feel like it couldn't it was it really that long? I guess it was, yeah. This guy. Are we opening? Did I not just hit open with? Oh, we're loading, okay. Yeah, this guy. I gotta reuse the base I made for this guy. Oh. This guy was really fun to make. Now we've got a similar beastie with our boy here. Love the claws. Yeah, that guy had a really turbo long claws. This guy is much more buff and much more fluffy. Significantly increased fluffness. Which is always a good thing. We enjoy fluffness here. All right. What was the last thing you guys bought from a vending machine? I have not bought many things from vending machines, like, ever. Because I was raised with the, like, fucking psycho conception that spending any money that you don't absolutely have to spend is going to make you die. So, like, I was like, oh, no, food is stuff that you pack with you when you leave the house. So very rarely. Is this Photoshop? Yeah, that's the program I use to draw. I love using my paid for version of Photoshop. I love it so much. I love paying my subscription fee to Adobe that I'm definitely paying every month. Every month for Adobe. because they deserve it. Chocolate milk? You got chocolate milk out of a vending machine? Energy drink or a Bear Claw? Is a Bear Claw a type of alcohol? There are vending machines with alcohol in them? Probably a Kit Kat. That sounds like a good choice. It's a pastry. Is that telling? Is that telling that when you say a thing that I don't know, I'm like, ah, alcohol? When Kit says unidentifiable words, I'm like, I see. Some type of liquor. Ah, yes, alcohol. I see. Where did you get your vending machine chocolate milk, Kai? Also, I don't think I got to read about how you are. How are you doing? How's your Monday? No, Tuesday. How's your Tuesday? Train station in Oss, probably. I see. Now I'm picturing a wyvern holding a chocolate milk. The last thing was a water, I think. I wonder what mine was. I don't know. Sick of your feet aching from the cold? Do your feet get like a lot colder than the rest of your body? No slippers? No Kyber fuzzy sock? Kyber Art brand fuzzy socks with Kyber Art printed on them? Big Dragon Paw slippers, but I always misplace them around the house. Go get your big Dragon Paw slippers, Kai. Put your little Dragon Paw slippers on. Not the most dire of life issues immediately. No, but I want you. You gotta be a cozy wyvern. Listen, it's important. It's important to my mental state to know that my funny little Kyber in New Zealand has warm little pobs in their little dragon paw slippers. Suddenly, on start, all assets started moving 24 pixels right into the walls, and now I want to die. What did you change? What happened, Verb? Oh no. 2 room searched, not found yet. Well, that bastard past Kai couldn't have gotten far. I restarted Godot, I don't know. Well, have you committed any crimes against God lately? Because it sounds like you are you're paying for your sins. Found your new life of comfort commences. Wow. Living in the lap of luxury, really. Oh. Oh. Guys, I cleaned up my room a whole bunch this weekend, and it feels really good. I forgot like how much like passive brain bonus you get from just like things being really organized. Maybe that's not an everybody thing, but I definitely like noticed like, wow, you know what? My brain just feels like a little bit noticeably more satisfied when like things are sorted. Dragon Paw slippers. Yeah. How's your brain doing, Hanu? Have you been getting returning stat bonuses from getting to have like stuff again? Has there been any like thing that was in storage forever that you now have that you're like, wow, actually having access to this thing is kind of fucking pog? From Kmart. Hell yeah. Let's fucking go. Butcher Block being a thing again was actually really cool. Fuck yeah, dude. You've got your butcher block, you've got your kitchen table. You can eat at it. Whoa. We don't even have to have a big plastic table on stilts in the kitchen anymore. Any thoughts on Kara? I have never been good enough at art to post on ArtStation. So I don't know if I have a horse in the race when it comes to Kara. The large majority of my clients that I've ever used or interacted with art are in furry spaces. So lie. I appreciate it. Uh so I don't know. I've never sought out like professional grade work because my gallery is mostly stuff with fucking penises on it. So that becomes a problem usually on most of these sites. So I'm not. I don't know. One of the things I'm just kind of also exhausted a bit because like I tried to be on Furry Network. I tried to be on Itaku. I tried to be on Weasel. Like I try to be on So Furry. Like there have been like the only sites that have like survived for me in terms of like I still post there are Twitter, FA, and Telegram channel. Uh my thoughts on Kara are I'm tired. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty similar to where I'm at, where I'm just like I don't want to try and build another social media presence again. I'm still like I still have not recovered the like sanity drain that was having 40,000 followers on Twitter doesn't mean anything more anymore because I'm not paying Elon Musk money. So 80% of the people who used to see my shit don't see it anymore. I can't put any links on fucking anything anymore. If you post the wrong words or if you post the wrong like thing, your post just gets fucking vanished. Like I don't know. Twitter used to be my like place that I actually could use to like get my work seen and get commissions and stuff, and now it feels like essentially worthless. That happened on Instagram too. Yeah. Well, it's just rough, dude. I don't know. It's not even that I don't think there's interest in my work because I pretty consistently have people express that they want to pay me money for art. It's mostly just like getting it out there and seen is like it just feels like it's getting harder and harder every time some fucking stupid asshole rich person is like, "You know what? This was working, but what if I fucked it up?" Like fucking Elon turning off being able to see likes. Like that's not going to help me at all. That's absolutely going to make things harder to find than they already were. What if it was a little bit worse all the time? Yeah, pretty much. That seems to be like every rich person's modus operandum. What if I made it just a little worse? The line has to go up, up, up. Yeah. Anu, when are we gonna do arts and crafts? I wanna make a goofy Hanu badge. I wanna teach you how to do origami. We have so much origami paper. Do you know how to do any origami? I know how to do a lot of origami. You wanna do origami? I could fold you a little paper deer. Even a little paper deer with antlers. So my struggles with 3D are not exclusive to Blender. Yeah, but what if it was a little deer with antlers? What if what I've learned is that based off of what you told me about the ice cream and the story about the blankets is that all I really need to do to get you to do something is market it to you in the moment with something that looks good. Yeah, so what you're saying is I approach you and I'm like, Hanu, do you want to learn origami? And you go like, not really. But then I open the palm of my hand and there's a tiny little neatly folded up deer with little antlers. And I go, what about now? And then you go, I'll take your entire stock. Yeah. And I get my wallet. Yeah. That's what I've learned. Oh. Oh. Yeah, what are your thoughts on a little deer? Do you know how to make a little deer out of origami? Little deer is top tier. It's true. This whole ass swan that was huge. You still have a Gar sticky note paper crane on your desk, right? You have so many little Gar things on your desk. You've got the Gar weighted lizard. You got the Gar paper crane. I'm not the biggest ungulate fan. Sorry. Wow. Doing the raid and the team is getting filtered by matching shapes. Destiny 2 experience. Oh no. Destiny's 2 said, okay, Destiny players, do you know what a square is? And they went, what are its stats? What's a square's fire rate? What's a square's super? Is the square exotic? After all, what is a sphere but the gentleman's cube? The square equips in the head slot. Yeah. True. How many have we done? So many. So many. Still so many to go. And we're not even like halfway done. This is just the outline. This is just the outline. I might make his claws bigger too. Looking at the other piece of art, has made me. You're gonna. All right. See you later. Have a good one, gamer. Heart emoji. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, or night. Oh. All right. What was your weapon of mass destruction in school? What was it for you guys? What was your weapon of choice? Were you a like straw and spitball? Were you a like rubber band? For me, it's the Pilot G2. The Pilot G2 is a specific type of pen that like is designed in such a way that if you like unscrew it's the one with like the really fat ink stick. And it has like springs and like a little doohickey in here. And if you disassemble it and then put it back together, you can create like a fucking ballistic knife. And it's great. The Pilot G2. I have one. It's right over there. I could demonstrate this live. Your weapon was silence? Wow. Your weapon of choice was following the rules? Kai, would you consider it a sign of friendship if I told you that you're the exact type of person that I would shoot the ink reservoir of a Pilot G2 pen at? Water bottle with a hole in the cap? Hell yeah. A water bottle in general, like plastic water bottle, if you like it's completely empty, you twist the fuck out of it so that it becomes incredibly pressurized, and then you just like quickly flick your thumb over the cap so that it pops off and you just shoot it at somebody. Might bring back some genuine trauma, but okay. No. No, in like a friendly way. You get to have one too. This isn't one-sided warfare. This is like a snowball fight. It's a snowball fight, but we're really bored in class together. So we chose the warfare weapons that we had available. Okay, new concept to me, I guess. Yeah, this was like something I did with my friends because we just get really bored and we'd be like, okay, I'm turning my pen into a ballistic knife. They weren't like strong. Like again, this was like something you had to do with person like maybe 2 desks away from you, because like it's not a strong enough spring to like actually shoot out with any force. You've got like maybe a like 2-foot like trajectory that, and you probably have to like aim it upward to like arc it. Tapping 2 bottles so it has tornado effect when you move it around. Oh. What you could do is looking up randomly like we're expecting something to be up there. We did enough times that eventually one of us put a sticky note up there that said that made you look. Hell yeah. Oh. Kai, when was the last time you had a snowball fight? Do you have snow in New Zealand yet? I know it's cold there. Can we build a snowman? Can we build a snow wyvern? Let's go outside, Kai. Let's go play outside. Kai, do you want to play? Kai, let's go play outside. I'll go play outside. There's snow on top of the mountains? Yeah, let's go there. You can fly, right? Just let's go there. We go there. Are you doing a dog moment again? What the frick? I just want to go play outside. I'll go play in the snow. It is snowing on Mount Fuji. Wow. So profound. But it was the nastiest, dirtiest, wettest snow. Damn. You threw the poisoned snowball. The poisoned swamp snowball. Dog-coated dragon. Listen, I'm just ready to go, okay? I'm ready to make a snowman. Nasty sluts, no. What the fuck? That's fucked up. Be really funny if Fade shows up. Oh. Catch you later, Sin. Have a good one. Snooze well. Thanks for stopping by. Heart emoji. Kai, have you played any cool video games lately? Also, anybody else in chat? Any cool video games? Cool gaming? Have there been any cool updates to Helldivers Kit? Did it become less cringe? I remember like the last time I talked to you about playing it, you're like, I don't know. They changed stuff and it sucked. I've been getting back into Factorio. I played it for like an hour last night and I want to play it more. Factorio is like my Minecraft where I come back to it for my like 1 or 2 week stints every so often. Just very old things. What's your very old thing you've been playing? That's a good way to play Factorio. Yeah, I always start over. Because I like the early game because it's not scary. Very simple. Make iron plate. What does a factory really need to do other than make iron plate? Maybe make some copper plate. And we're done. Factorio peaks at make iron plate. Change my mind. You can't. Nothing like a crisp plate coming out of the oven, right? What better visual is there in Factorio than a fully saturated belt full of iron plate? Honestly, does it get much better than that? Let's be real. All right. Do some more hand stretchy. Oh, because I like because everyone is so opinionated. It kind of sucks the life out for me. Oh, I'm sorry. Do people just shit on your game a bunch or something? Do they yuck your yum a bunch? I mean, no, I know I get it. Like as somebody who plays Dota, I can relate a lot because Dota is the type of game that everybody likes to be like, "Oh my god, you fucking play that? Oh, I bet you fucking hate it, but I bet you're only play it because you're addicted to shit talking people in all chat. Bet you fucking hate it. Oh my god, you play like Dota for whatever reason is like one of those games that you bring it up and people are just like, "Oh, so you fucking hate fun. You have a horrible time." And I'm like, "What? Like have you played this game and had like a bad experience? Like why is this such a pervasive like take that like I people are like what's your favorite game? I'm like, "Oh, it's this game. I really like it." And then you're immediately like, "Oh my god, that piece of shit." And you're like, "Bruh, music and shows and everything." Oh no. You play what game is made fun of in music and shows and everything? No idea. Minesweeper. I don't think well, no, I don't think people make fun of Minesweeper. I basically learned to retreat in private with everything I like. Well, see, the real thing that you need to do is share the things you like with people who aren't fucking jackasses. Like me. Maybe. I guarantee you, your cool friends will not be like, oh, Kyber? They play that piece of shit game 2007. Love that one. Yeah, that's a good one. Shit game 2. Yeah. You don't have to tell me what it is, but is it something you think that I would know, or is it something that's obscure? Well, you said it's made fun of in shows and music, so presumably it's something I would know. Well, either way, I hope it fucking slaps, and I hope you have a good time with it whenever you do play it. No, you mean you don't talk about music and shows? Oh, okay. I thought you meant it was some game that was shitted on so publicly that like there are songs and shows about hating it. I see. Well, now I have to deep dive into all of your tastes. Next time we hang out in VR, I'm opening up your closet and I'm going exploring in there. All the deep dark Kyber secrets. I'm gonna stuff my little snoot into them, sneef snorf around, make that little like really fast, enthusiastic dog sniffling noise. It's gonna be a great time. I need a crowbar to open these lips. I've got those. I've got lots of those. What a cool soundtrack. What was the last thing you guys had to do in public speaking? What was the last like big presentation or something you had to give? Do you remember it? Do you remember what it was? Mine was probably a work thing, honestly. It was probably presenting like a work feature, defending your thesis. At the time, very friend of me goes 10 plus years ago. Just wrong numbered me, and when I told him it was wrong me, he laughed it off. I was joking, kept asking me industry related questions for what he does now. Huh? What the fuck? That's insane, Kit. Oh, you joker. What was your last public speaking, Kit? 10 years had passed. Manufacturing feedback primer for a client. Wow. All right. I'm gonna pull you on that at AC at some point when you are drunk. And be like, Kit, deliver me the manufacturing feedback primer. Drunk will be more coherent. I'm excited. Or at least be more entertaining. They can do Zoom calls that big? Oh yeah, baby. It still crashes. Well, big celebrity Kit. Yeah, Kit's very popular and important. Everybody wants to talk to Kit. It's true. Oh, 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 frick. All right, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. Be right back. Announce a 12,000 people live. Being in your company. Yeah, Riot, you're getting laid off from Kit's company. Get out of the room. Oh. Should have skipped this. They sent out emails? Ah. There has to be. Oh my god, yeah, being like, guys, we don't have the money to pay you because just $1 million is gone. Where did it go? Who's to say? Anyways, I got this really cool $1 million bonus recently. It was pretty sick. Won't lie. Pretty sick. Alright, I go back to listening to 21 Pilots album. Because it's got good vibes. Oh. And they only knew because their badge didn't work? No, dude. Not the, well, I guess you're fired. They lined up to see who could open the door. Holy shit. God damn, that's brutal. That's so fucked up. Oh, it is fucking crazy, Neri. Did you manage to finish your raid? Go back to Halo. Nope, I can't. Need something more upbeat. You still haven't beat the raid? Tragic. Still filtered by shapes. Tragic. Oh. Hardest raid, it's true. Maybe overcompensate. It is, Neri, it's true. It's true. Feet still cold? No. What is the Dragon Paw slippers are supposed to help with that? Oh. Don't hesitate to maybe compensate. Oh. So, alright, gamers. With no added props, like no frisbee, no baseball bat, or wiffle ball, or whatever, you've got like a group of like 10 gamers, and you want to like play some run around outside game. What are you playing? What is your like game outside? For some reason, my brain is living in the like field day years of my like childhood and just like thinking about all of the fucking games that I got to play, and I'm like, you know what? I would love to do that with all of my fucking friends. When is the Discord group meeting up in real life so we can run around in a field together? Can I choose not to play? That's not a very fun answer, Shen. Are you more of a hide and seek gamer, Shen? Stick swords? Alright, you have to describe stick swords. I've never heard of stick swords. Obviously, it involves using sticks as swords, but are there rules? Or is it just kill or be killed? Or are those the rules? Stick swords. You sound like a shitty teacher. Let me play my DS. I'm literally positing do fun things outside with friends. If that's not your thing, then you don't have to come. But if you have a game you remember having fun with, that's what I want to hear about. Stick to stick only, I see. Emulate my favorite movie, Star Wars Episode 3. We could do the choreography. I'm confident. All right, between Kit and Riot, who's Obi-Wan and who's Anakin? Oh, Kit is Obi-Wan? Yeah. Riot's Anakin. Riot definitely does have a better insanity laugh, I think. That better not be an age joke. What the fuck? It's just the vibes. No, Shen said you're old, Kit. I think you should beat Shen up, actually. I think you should eat pizza on video in front of Shen again. Maybe even a burger. Shen is the lava carrying droid that gets stepped on. Fuck yeah. Oh my god. You really are, Shen. I'm one of the little gremlins on Tatooine. All right, so you're not even in the fight. Riot, how do you feel being labeled Anakin? How does this make you feel? I used to bullseye Wampamers in my T10 back at home. Is that a quote from the movie or something? I genuinely cannot even parse that in the slightest. Is that a quote from the movie? Oh, wow. I have not watched a Star Wars movie. I don't even think I've seen all of the Star Wars movies. No, I definitely haven't. But I have not watched any in a long time. We should watch those in the server or in VR or something. Right, you didn't answer my question. You had ads? Okay. I had said between you and Kit who's Obi-Wan and who's Anakin, and it was decided that you're Anakin. How does that make you feel? Yeah. Kit is Anakin. What do you mean? Yeah, is that your argument? Rash and emotional? I don't know. I feel like you're pretty rash and emotional. Kit hates sand. But don't you think Kit is old and wise, Riot? You know what? Fine. This means I killed kids. That's the reason you're like, actually, this is fine. Riot said even the little ones. Even the younglings. Fucked up. You have the cooler colored lightsaber. Kid has a fucking lame blue one. The stream delay is wild. What is it like? Is it insane? It should get better every time you refresh. The weird thing that's weird like with Twitch is that it's like the longer you watch the stream, the worse your stream delay gets, and I don't know, maybe I don't know enough about web design, but like I don't understand why that would be the case. Oh, that was my favorite thing in The Force Unleashed on the Wii, by the way. The only way to play The Force Unleashed is on the Wii. That's the only console that released on. Getting the alternate lightsaber colors, that was my favorite shit as a kid. Desync due to packet loss? How are the packets getting lost though if they're using like TCP or whatever? Like it literally is lossless. I eat your packets? That explains it. Morgus is eating them. Okay, that's fine. How you doing, Morgus? Hi, Wyvern. Hi, Wyvern. Hi, Wyvern. You guys gone to morgus.gumroad.com lately? Smile. One chomp. Hanu, type the link. Shen has already typed the link. Yeah, morgus.gumroad.com? Wow. Ooh, Hanu has the HTTP. Fancy. Wow. I'm glad that you're doing well, Morgus. Heart emoji. I've been rendering, not even rendering, outlining tail vertebrae for 2 hours and 9 minutes. We're almost done with just the outlines.
Welcome back. Your steadfast loyalty is greatly appreciated.
Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you for the gift sub, Hanu. Some more gifts. Heart emoji, heart emoji. How about you hypertext transfer protocol secure some bitches? Wow. Damn. Yeah, look, he's gonna be so fucking fucked up and scrungled. I'm so excited. I'm gonna have to do so much fucking cross hatching to like get these to look nice, but that's okay. It's gonna all be worth it. And I'm gonna use the base more than once. Even you know it's like sad that like I don't know why this is another thing that I want to work on that I have not defeated yet in terms of my like bad brain syndrome for art, is that like maybe it's true, maybe some part of it is true, but also maybe it's just doesn't fucking matter, is that like whenever I'm like, oh, I should really reuse that base that I made and just do a different color and sell another design off of it, my brain's like, well, we actually have to redraw it, because if you just use the same base, then the person you sold the first one to is gonna get mad. And like I don't think that's the case, especially with adoptables. Like, if you make the design different, then I don't think that that's something people get mad about, but it's definitely something that my brain is mad about. Yeah, I mean, like, it's all my lines and shit, so, but I'm always like, oh, well, I can't reuse lines. I sold those lines. And it's like, well, no, you sold the character design. If you want to design a new character that has a similar fucking body shape and all that shit, might as well reuse those lines. I think you need to make several at once to set the precedent. Okay, yeah, I mean, that's fair. You think Trench is the best album? Okay, but how many albums have you listened to? Have you listened to their self-titled album? Have you listened to 3? What 3? Alright, we're gonna listen to their self-titled album then. That's not my favorite either, but so wait, which 3 have you listened to? I need to know. I must know. Clancy, Trench, Blurry Face. Okay, would you rather listen to Vessel or their self-titled album 21 Pilots? Their self-titled album has really fucking cool album art. All right, hold on. I'm gonna link you their self-titled album's album art. I link it to you. So fucking, it's really fucking cool. It's neat. All right, Hanu, with your artistic career, tell me about what you think about the album cover. Or if it wasn't clear they wouldn't be reused later because it's a very personal purchase for people. I think as long as you change some things about it, like the horns or the hands or the mane or whatever, and obviously all the colors and stuff, I don't think it should be that big of a deal. But that's mainly my concern, Kai, is like I don't want anybody to feel like I've like devalued the art that they got, but the main concept is you're buying a character design, you're not super like it's not the same thing as if I went back to like a commission or something and just put a different person in the commission. Uh I feel like adopts are specifically like you are getting the design. But yeah, I could see both sides. That's why I have bad brain about it. That's why I've never like reused any. Art is very emotional and personal. Agreed, yeah. Maybe with this one I'll have to be upfront about it. Be like, hello, here are multiple versions. I think one of the main things that I thought about when I was selling multiple versions though, is that it's going to create pricing problems because people are like every individual is going to like one more than the other or others if there are more than 2 designs, and like that might devalue one of the other ones, where if it was the only one, since there wasn't anything to compare against, it wouldn't be like, you know what I'm talking about. That's why I've always done one at a time, because I was like, oh well, if I put up something to compete with it, that automatically means it's going like one of them is going to perform worse. So maybe I'll still just do one at a time, but I'll put a clause that's like this base may be reused in the future, and just specifically like make sure that is noted and seen. Their first album is definitely far more religion themed for 21 Pilots. And it was also the band was 3 people. And it was not they had the same vocalist. I don't think this is the same drummer. I don't think Josh Dunn was in the band yet. I may be wrong about that, but I know there is at very least a third person who is definitely not in it anymore. Oh. Haug, haug, haug. Oh. There's a lot of pretty piano on this album. Have you done Adopt before, Kai? How many different characters have you designed? Obviously, you made Kai. I want to see. Do you have other OCs or other characters you've made? I want to see Kai characters. Do you have other dragons you've made? You designed one character. Oh. Has Kai gone through a lot of iterations? Was there like really old scuffed Kai and then they like slowly got better? Little small changes over the years. Okay. Like making their dick bigger. That's the most common furry character growth trait. First version was green. Understandable. Green is a pretty color. Can you show me the first draft? I'd love to see. Shen is the only character you've designed? Oh. Designed to have the most streamlined for breeding hips. The most impregnable design possible. Yeah, that was the design goal. Yeah, that was on the design docs. Had a bunch of big red circles and arrows pointing at it. Alright, so I'm trying to move in the opposite direction. Become unimpregnable. Nah, that'll stay a feature. What is the what? All right, you're gonna have to elaborate for me. If let's say mpreg was a vector as you're describing, what is the inverse direction? What is the? You say you're trying to move in the opposite direction. What is the inverse direction? What points away from mpreg? Breedable hips is what I'm moving from. Okay. Where does that go to? What is the inverse direction of breedable hips? What direction is that? Oh. Oh, all right. Oh. The direction where you're a top? You don't think tops can have breedable hips? I don't know. I'm tired. Tired is a good top trait. The opposite end of breedable hips is tired. Addict with a Pen is a good song. This is a good song. More scuffed than I remember. All right, I look. Oh my gosh! Oh, oh, what a little baby! Oh my god! Oh, they're not even a wyvern yet. Oh my gosh! Wow. Oh, I love them. Send me more Kyber art. Can you just send me more art of your OC? Show me more of this creature. It doesn't have to be old. Just send me more Kyber. I wanna look at more Kybers. Nergishen art. I have all of my old Gar art. Some of it's really bad. Most of it's really bad, but it's cute. It's endearing. Are actually not super numerous. We should fix that. Can I pay you to draw Kai? Not that I have money, but if I did have money, when I have money, when I become super rich, when? Can I pay you to draw Kai? No, your brain would not allow for that? What do you mean? What, my money doesn't spend as good as anybody else's money because I'm asking you to draw a cute little wyvern? Unless there's like a duo pick or something. I can cameo. Put like a little Gar toe bean in the corner, right in the corner. Put my little toe bean in the corner. Does that work? Does that get around the brain? No, again, brain. Okay, how can we get around brain? What if I ask you to draw Gar in a really convincing Kyber cosplay? Like a photorealistic Kyber cosplay. Would that get around brain? Could you just tell your brain, well, this is just Gar? I've been trying to get around my brain my whole life. Dang it. If you have any tips, let me know. I have a big rock, and I could hit you with the big rock. Would that help? Do you think that would fix it? Have you tried that yet? I think there's potential. A big rock, yeah. Yeah, as Hanu said. Yeah. Dude, Hanu's within big rock hitting range. I think that'll fix a lot of Hanu's problems too. Hit them over the head with a big rock. No, untested. I'm telling ya. I have 1 HP. You have 1 HP, and also you very narrowly win fights against beetles. Arguably win is like, I feel like you timed out your fight against the beetle. I feel like you like stalemate, like, all right guys, fucking like it's over. No, I used my gadget. No, I think the gadget happened to be like, I think what happened is you guys stalemated and then he died on a stage hazard. I don't think that had to do with you. I think he died on the stage hazard on his own, and you're just trying to claim that as a victory. I think that's unearned. It's a victory. All right. We're so close. Wowie. So gonna be worth it though. He's gonna look so fucking cool, bro. So fucking cool. Yes, sir. Oh. What's up, gamer? How's it going? Thanks for the follow. How are you? Welcome in. What brings you to my funny little domain? How's your Monday? Or Tuesday if you live in the future? Someone took your username already, so you had to shorten it? Tragic. Is it at least somebody who looks like their account is alive? The worst is when somebody takes a username you want and it's like last logged in 2009, zero posts, zero anything, zero bio, no icon. You're like, man, that's fucking my name on Twitter. Still nothing. So sad, Kai. Hand stretches. Oh. A wog, a wog, a wiggle, a wobble, a wibble. Oh. 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 Man, what? What are you man-whatting, Riot? What has happened? What has happened? What do you mean? Man, what? I don't know. What has happened? Do you guys have any particular niche affinities for objects? Are there any little things that just make you go, wow, I like that a lot, and you like having them? What man has happened? See you later, Husky. Shaped ones, shaped things, yeah. Those are pretty good. I like leather-bound journals or leather-bound like booklets. And I like anything that can have containers. Little what objects give you just spark joy just by like having them, Kit? Like what little things are you just like, "Oh, I like that." I like containers, like little boxes or little pouches or pockets or like little glass bottles. I like stuff that can hold stuff a lot. Little dram vials, yeah. What are little dram vials? Are those like, what's a dram vial? I know what a vial is. Pillows and blankets, yeah. Hanu has a lot of blankets. I think blankets might be Hanu's answer. Whereas measurement is just a small vial. Oh, okay. Last time Shatter has been added to chat. Destroyed your chat. Awesome. Yep, there you go. You're welcome. Free of charge. Pretty interesting rocks. These? These are bones. Bones. Or are you looking at interesting rocks? Objects that I like to have? Oh, okay. I think Zarathus would answer that. I haven't seen them in here in a minute. Hope he's doing well. Yeah, not just any old rock will do. Has to be a high quality rock. Only your finest rocks for this Kai. No, not a snob. Oh. It's like a medium interesting rock. I guess we'd have to look at rocks together and decide what rocks are cool and what ones aren't cool. Not $7,000 geode. Okay, okay. Do you guys ever go collect sea glass? My family had a tradition of going to the beach every year, so that was a thing that I liked doing. It was surprisingly like common. You'd think it would be more rare. Who the fuck is throwing all this glass into the fucking ocean? Thinking about how much we fucking found, it's kind of nuts. Once. Was it successful? Did you find cool stuff? You ever been to Coast enough times too? A lot of people had messages to send. This place that is downstream from an old brick making factory is surrounded over polished bricks. Interesting. That is not as cool as sea glass. Sea brick. River brick? Because you said downstream. The Bay Delta, I see. How's your heat wave been going, Kit? Is it the same heat wave that we have? I don't know how big it is. But is it like turbo hotted there? Because we are getting turbo hotted here on Thursday. It's so nice out. Well, that's good. 70s? Fuck yeah. But it's so expensive. That does seem to be the problem. It was really pretty when I was there with Kit. Definitely very, very pretty. Kit, when are we gonna do the exchange? When do you have to come to the East Coast and I can put you up in my house? When is the maned wolf exchange? A&E? Yeah, I mean, we're pretty close. I do the triple. Oh. Well, I mean, A&W is probably not worth doing, so it'd just be the double. Unless you think MFF then 4 weeks later, 3 back-to-backs. Yeah, A&W was like, I don't know. I could do with not ever being at that again. That was we didn't even I mean, well no, you were registered. I wasn't registered. If it's between A&W and A&E, it's definitely A&E every time. Glad FWA was sick and A&W sucked. Can't wait for MFF? Oh, wow. So you can't wait for MFF, but you're not excited for AC, huh? I see how it is. AC feels bad. How's AC gonna get a job now, Shen? I'm excited. I get to do Artist Alley. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I wonder why MFF is the exception. Interesting psychology moment. Armchair psychologist, what makes MFF different? We're so close. Oh. When you've been to the most? Ah, okay. Feels like a home con. I have 30 minutes from Rosemont. Alright, so I'm coming into your house. I'm coming over. You want to sleep on your floor? No, I'm gonna sleep in your fridge, eating all of your snacks. Those are for me. Can't wait to have your own fridge. Frimge. You can have the one that's in my driveway. You want that one? It doesn't have any doors. It's got a bunch of spiders that live in it. You can have that one for free. Overrated. Half will just become condiments. We have so many spices. Hanu brought like all of their stuff, and like they have 5 billion spices that we also already had. So now we just have like 8 billion fucking spices, dude. Holy shit. You're arachnophobic? Dang it. Well, the spiders continue to own that fridge. Use them. I suppose we must. The spices, not the spiders. I'll unionize the spiders to construct a new doors for the fridge. Oh, I don't think I ever got my answer kit. Did Helldivers fix whatever the fuck you were saying is like was like fucked up about it? Where are you headed, Shen? If you don't mind me asking. They fixed a lot? Okay, good. To your own apartment? Fuck yeah. Ragdolling getting stuck crawling? Ah. Ragdolling's funny though. Do you get glitched sometimes where you just can't get back up or something? Character won't get up. Ah, I see, okay. Less funny. Oh. Yelling, get the fuck up. Wake the fuck up, samurai. It's funny to listen to you rage. See, the thing that I find really interesting about Kit is that, like, Kit is such a sweet creature, but then you hear them play, like, literally any video game, and it's just, oh, come the fuck on. Fuck you. Fuck you. What the? Get the fuck up. I yell at things, not people. Have you ever yelled at your machine? Like when the computer isn't working. Yeah. You ever given the machine a stern talking to? Or try to push buttons and repeatedly miss? Yeah, that's the machine's fault. It's dodging. I'll yell at tools. Yeah. I really gotta try and make it to the VR chat hangout on Friday because I have so much stuff I need to catch up with people about. I have so many kit related questions that I can't ask on stream. I want updates on kit things. Like shop partner guy. I need my updates on that arc. Just finish the hole. -2, Shen. I don't know what that means. It's your new CBT method. Wow. +2 Shen. What materials do you need to make a +2 Shen? Oh, guys, this is my favorite piano to riff to play off of this album. I love this piano riff. Riot is a they, and you know what they say. We've done it. The outlines, they're done. Look at that. That's a tailed creature now. Still much work to be done, but wow. Holy. Look at that. That's a tail. Tail moment. Tailed moment. Moment of tail. A moment of tail, please. Ugh. All right. Well, I'm going to be done for now, but we're going to raid on out here. So, if you could stick around for that, I would appreciate it. I'm sure whoever I send you off to would also appreciate it. As always, big thank you to everybody who supports me on Patreon or by donating or subbing to the channel. Keeps my funny little gamer lights on, helps me pay for some of my bills, so I super appreciate all the support. I'll be back tomorrow working on this creature some more. We will be detailing the tail up, giving it all of its pretty cross-hatching for all the details and stuff. For now, though, I'm going to send you on off to somebody else. So go say hi to them for me. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a fantastic rest of your morning, afternoon, or night. Get some good snacks in, some good naps in, and I'll catch you later.
Sometimes I just want to forget.
Knowledge of organic chemistry is required.
What do you think about that, huh?